Hey, welcome to my video. My name is Matt and I'm going to run my first ever marathon in Tokyo on the 2nd of March 2025. And in my last video I've showed a bit of my preparation for this marathon. And in these videos I will show you how I prepare. So this week I will do 4 runs, just like last week. And today, Tuesday, I will do an interval training. I will do 2 kilometers warm up, then 6 times 1 kilometer at a fast pace. Then I do 2 minutes of a slow walk in between. And then I do 2 kilometers cool down. So it will be like a total of 12 kilometers. Then on Thursday is going to be the second training of the week. It will be a tempo run. I will do 14 kilometers at a pace of 5:30 minutes per kilometer. Then I will do a long distance run on Saturday and it's going to be 28 kilometers. And the target pace is going to be between 5:50 and 6. Kinda look forward to my trainings, not really to the long distance run, but those are so important to build my endurance for the marathon, because if I don't do them, then I definitely won't be able to run 42 kilometers. So I really don't have a choice. So I'm still in Sri Lanka, but I did move from Ahangama to Ella, which is in the mountains. It's a bit higher. So the temperature here is lower, which is way better. But as I'm in the mountains, there will be a lot of elevation. So that will make today's training a bit harder and challenging. But it is also really good for my legs because it will make my legs way stronger. Two kilometer warm up done at 6:20 average. So let the interval begin. That was my first interval and it was really steep. I was supposed to run at 5:05, but I did 5:40 because it was really too much. It's fine. Now I will walk for 2 minutes and then I run again. My second interval was way easier because I ran down. But at one point I have to go up again. Just did my third interval. And this time I ran down from the hill. So it was not too hard. And now for the next 2 intervals I will run uphill again. So now I'm already at the half of this training. 2 minutes slow down and then I run again. Fourth interval done. Pretty fast, 4:50. Did my 5th interval at 5:10 and I ran uphill, so I think that's a really good pace. Did my 5th interval at 5:10 and I ran uphill, so I think that's a really good pace. And it was the 6th, the last interval. Downhill, I ran it at 4:40. I will do a slow walk for 2 minutes. And after that, I will do a cool down for 2 minutes at a pace of like 6:15 or 6 minutes. And then today's training will be done already. So I just got back from my interval run and it went pretty well. It was a bit more challenging than I had expected. The elevation was more than I thought of before. And when I had a fast run uphill, I felt that I was getting out of breath pretty fast. So I really had to put a lot of effort in controlling my breath. Because of course running uphill is way harder, but besides that I'm running in a higher altitude. So I need more oxygen. So yeah, it was definitely not like an easy interval. I had an elevation gain of 136 meters. So yeah, that's quite a lot. And I had an average pace over the whole run of 6:15 per kilometer. And that is pretty good considering that most of the run was uphill. It went pretty well. I'm really happy with today's run. 2 days later, I was ready for my second training. I ate some roti for some fuel and after that I was ready to go. Today is Thursday and according to my schedule I will do a tempo run today. The distance is going to be 14 kilometers and the target pace is 5:30 per kilometer. I'm currently in Kandy, still in Sri Lanka, and as you can see I'm at this beautiful lake. It's 5:30 p.m. The sun is going down, the temperature is really great. It's about 24 degrees I guess. My body is recovering well from all the runs. I do feel my groins a bit. but I think I'm going to be fine today. 1 at 6:16, 2 at 5:48, 3 at 5:38, 4 at 5:48, 5 at 5:37, 6 at 5:30, 7 at 5:30, 8 at 5:44, 9 at 5:32, 10 at 5:42, 11 at 5:32, 12 at 5:28, 13 at 5:31, 14 at 5:28. The run was pretty nice today. Yeah, it was beautiful scenery here at the lake to begin with. It was flat, so I did not have any elevation, which was kind of nice after the interval run 2 days ago, which had a lot of elevation. The average pace I ran was 5:39, a bit slower than I wanted. Now I will prepare by resting a bit, because in 2 days on Saturday I will have my long distance run, which is going to be 28 kilometers. It will be at a bit slower target pace, if I'm right, between 5:50 and 6. And I will run it at this location, but in the morning. I'm thinking to start between 5 and 6 in the morning. It's really early, but that's the only time that I think it's gonna be really quiet here. And it also won't be hot in the morning. So yeah, let's call it a day and see you on Saturday. So today is Friday and it's one day after the 14-kilometer run. And last night I did the run at, I think it was 5:30 p.m. until like 7:15, and I went to bed around 10:30 p.m. But I woke up at 1 a.m. with a nagging pain in my groin, and I did have some pain in my groin also in November, and that caused that I didn't run for about 2 weeks. But now it seems that the pain is coming back. It does not look like it's like an injury. It's just that I probably overused my groin. When I was in Bali, I always used the ice bath almost every day, which is so good for the recovery of my legs after running. But now I'm traveling around, so I don't have access to ice bath. So I think that might have something to do with it. Because since November I didn't do ice bath, and that's when the pain started happening. Currently I'm really like contemplating like whether it's wise to run 28 kilometers tomorrow. I feel like I really can't give up running right now. Like tomorrow, the 28 kilometers is going to be such an important run in my training. And if I skip that one, yeah, I'm not sure if I'm really that well prepared then. On the other hand, like if I run and it gets worse, then yeah, I don't know the consequence of that. So then I told myself that I will still run the 28 tomorrow. However, I will do it a bit slower, and when my body tells that I should stop, I will stop, and I will not push myself over my limits. I had a carb load for my long distance run tomorrow, and I always use Celtic sea salt as it's full of minerals and electrolytes, which helps preventing muscle cramps, but it also keeps me hydrated. Good morning. It's 5:15 in the morning and I've made myself ready for my 28 kilometers run today. I had some breakfast, some oats, some banana, I took some electrolytes. So I'm ready. 1 at 6:38, 2 at 6:28, 3 at 6:29, 4 at 6:13, 5 at 6:03, 6 at 5:54, 7 at 5:57. I'm at 25% of today's run. 8 at 5:47, 9 at 5:45, which means I'm now at 1/3, so I will take a gel. (11 at 5:48, 12 at 5:44, 13 at 5:43, 14 at 5:46, and that means that I'm at the half of today's run. 14 more to go. It's going very well. My groin is not hurting. I'm feeling great. As I'm now at 14, I will take one more caffeine gum, and then at 18 kilometers I will take the second half of my gel.
15 at 5:56, 16 at 5:50, 17 at 5:51, 18 at 5:43, at 2/3 of the run, so I will take the last bit of the gel I have. 19 at 5:43, 20 at 5:48, 21 at 5:43, 22 at 5:48, 23 at 5:53, 24 at 5:57, 25 at 5:46, 26 at 5:54, 27 at 5:65. 1 to go, 28 kilometers at 5:51. So I just got home and I took a shower, drank lots of water, I had some food. Yeah, I'm still like impressed by that I ran the 28 kilometers today. Because honestly, like those long distance runs are not something I really look forward to. It kind of feels like it's like a torture. Up to 20 kilometers is totally fine for me, but everything above 20 kilometers is still, yeah, it's something else. But I have to say, like years ago I thought the same about 10 kilometers. It was so hard for me. So I think it will come over time, I hope, because I start enjoying running more and more. And since I start training for the marathon, I really see myself improving so much. So that's really nice to see, and that gives me such a boost in confidence. So for today's run, I used a caffeine chewing gum, one at the start and then one at the half of the run. And I had one gel from Sis, and I took half of the gel at 1/3, which was at 9 kilometers, and the second half of the gel I took it at 18 kilometers. So for 28 kilometers I only used one gel. During the marathon I also want to use a bit more. My plan is to take one every 40 minutes. Besides that, I will also use the caffeine gum. I will take one every hour because I really feel that it works well on my body. So the last day I had a bit of pain in my right groin, and I was kind of scared that I would feel this pain during the run today. But I did not really feel it, like slightly, but not painful at all. So it's really nice. However, I decided that I have to add some mobility exercises to my training now, because I'm not doing that, and I know that that's probably the cause. So from now on I will do mobility exercises every morning, every day, whether I run or not. And yeah, I hope that in the next weeks that I will already feel a difference in my body. So today's average pace was 5:55, so that's the exact pace that I wanted to run. And the temperature today was quite good, so I think that really helped in improving my pace, because it's better than last week. Today's temperature was, I think when I started, it was around 15 to 16 degrees. In Tokyo it will even be colder than here. And also the roads will be better there, the air will be better, because the air here is really polluted. So this was also the last run that I had in Sri Lanka. I will go to China on Monday evening. First to Shanghai and then to Beijing, and after that I go to Tokyo. So this was my last week of peak performance training, because from now on I will start tapering 2 weeks before the marathon, which means I will lower the distances and also the paces, just to give my body a bit more rest, so I'm very well prepared for the marathon that I'm about to run in 2 weeks. And with that being said, that's also it for this video. So see you in the next one.